Kanye is being sued by former assistant. So Kanye West's former executive / personal assistant, Lauren Pisciata, is suing him for sexual harassment, according to a lawsuit.
This chaos continues as he is now facing another lawsuit and a hefty homeowners association fine.
Looks like SH is on the trending list lately, as many big names have been dragged in court for such allegations. The latest on the list is Kanye West, and his reputation is in shambles thanks to it. The alleged Kanye victim seemingly unveiled Pandora's box of things that could get Kanye in real trouble. Y'all, the Cassie lawsuit might just be a blueprint that other alleged victims are using to get revenge on their attackers. Right now, Kanye West, the musical genius, is in hot water due to his various legal troubles.
And she told me, she said, thank you for the times where, we came to performances, and this is like really meant a lot to me. She would...
Let's take a minute.
It all allegedly started when Kanye was sued by his former assistant for inappropriate behavior and wrongful termination.
The rapper, who's facing recent allegations of sexual harassment of a former assistant and failure to pay her for her work.
You see, Rolling Stone reported that West and his affiliated Yeezy companies are being sued for fraud, unpaid wages, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was first reported on by TMZ and was filed by Lauren Pisciata, who West met when he was putting together his fashion line in July 2021. In a lawsuit, Lauren Pisciata alleged that the star sent her inappropriate texts and performed intimate acts while on the phone with her. She also claimed that she was fired in 2022, but that a $3 million or £2.4 million severance package was never paid. According to the documents, Pisciata was primarily supporting herself via an OF profile in 2021 when she met West. She revealed that he hired her to work on the first season of his Yeezy women's fashion line, and they ended up collaborating on 3 tracks from his Donda album. However, Pisciata does not have any formal credits on the record. Apparently, West subsequently hired Pisciata as his personal assistant, with an annual salary of $1 million, on the condition that she is available 24/7. She explained that she had agreed to the terms. Now, things turn tricky here. According to her lawsuit, West was initially comfortable with her continuing her OF gig. However, in 2022, he allegedly stated that he wanted Pisciata to be godlike and asked her to delete her account in exchange for a further $1 million. After she closed the account, she claimed that she was bombarded with explicit text messages from West, including corn videos. Pisciata also claimed that he M'd while talking to her on the phone, and that on one occasion he pleasured himself in front of her after trapping her in a private room on his plane.
It doesn't sound out of character. However, at some point, just because something is in character, does it make it okay?
Listen. Rumor has it that the ex-assistant allegedly has concrete evidence of some S-rings that Kanye has been running, and with the spotlight on the issue, Kanye might end up behind bars. Pisciata also claimed in the lawsuit that West would tell her to deliver him in S-enhancement honey, and was weirdly fixated on her boyfriend's private size while sending her videos of himself having S with a model. According to the filing, the rapper allegedly wrote, "See, my problem is I be wanting to F, but then after I F, I want a girl to tell me how hard they've been F while I'm F them. Then I want her to cheat on me." An interesting fact is that this is not the first time the rapper has been accused of such behavior. Last November, multiple employees of his Yeezy fashion line told Rolling Stone he had played pornographic films during staff meetings and showed an intimate photograph of his then-wife Kim Kardashian in job interviews. A representative for Ye denied the allegations in a statement to NBC News, saying, "In response to these baseless allegations, Ye will be filing a lawsuit against Ms. Pisciata, who actively pursued him sexually to coerce employment and other material benefits, then engaged in blackmail and extortion when her advances were rejected. It's evident that Ms. Peixoto leveraged her association with Ye and his company and her proximity to him to seek material gains, clout, and employment through inappropriate means. Now, it's certainly possible for Kanye to do such things, as he's openly talked about being obsessed with corn. Don't let Kris make you do Playboy like she made Kylie and Kim do it. Hollywood is a giant brothel. Pornography destroyed my family. I deal with the addiction, Instagram promotes it. Not gonna let it happen to Northie and Chicago. Anybody that says I'm spiraling when I express the undeniable truths is a sheep. Not to mention, when Kim spoke up about Kanye's behavior, he started bashing her online as well. He said, "I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said, it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family and the media tries to promote something. I said, I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, by Disney. I have a say-so, and when people say, they're gonna use this against you in court, I didn't even have a say-so whether or not they went to their school. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody in society today. It always leans toward the mom. So, yeah, it happened. And so did this. You see, Ye is also facing allegations from a former security guard that he subjected black employees to less favorable treatment than their white counterparts. In a lawsuit filed by Benjamin Deshawn Provo, who worked security for West at both his private school, Donda Academy, and at a warehouse where the creative stored his Yeezy brand clothing, the security guard accused West of having frequently screamed at and berated black employees and firing him for refusing to cut his dreadlocks. The lawsuit claimed, as a result of plaintiff's non-compliance with Kanye's demands that his head be shaved, Hicks and Kanye began to exert pressure on plaintiff to do the same. Kanye began to become increasingly more aggressive, demanding it's time for you to shave your heads. I'm not messing around. However, plaintiff refused. Thereafter, Hicks approached plaintiff and stated, Kanye said, tell the one with the dreads to shave his head or he's fired. Plaintiff refused to shave his head, and as a result thereof, his employment was terminated. The plaintiff claimed that he was asked to place himself and paparazzi in harm's way by snatching cameras. He claimed that West required that anyone associated with Donda dispose of books related to Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and other prominent figures in the black community. Fans all over the world find West's behavior more than suspicious.
You know, Bianca actually started off as one of his employees, and it's interesting that he hires a certain type of, woman that looks a certain way. I just think it's a little bit weird.
Perez alleged that the people are lining up to allegedly sue the mogul, but Kanye has gone into hiding.
Kanye West is missing! Yes, it's true. Kanye West's former business manager struggling to hit rapper with $4.5 million lawsuit because he's missing, and/or he just does not want to be found.
Just like his reputation, his once glamorous $2.2 million property now lies in utter despair, with the latest photos showing it abandoned and decrepit, according to the Daily Mail. This stands in stark contrast to the $60 million family compound his ex-wife Kim Kardashian still enjoys with their 4 children. Since their 2021 split, Kim has maintained the lavish Hidden Hills estate, just a stone's throw, 8 miles to be precise, from West's crumbling ranch. Purchased in 2018, West Ranch was a hub for his Sunday service gatherings and the headquarters of his Donda Academy. But now, the latest images reveal the home is uninhabited and falling apart. A particularly jarring photo shows a massive hole at the front entrance, with debris and roof fragments strewn across the ground. Word has it that all of his properties are in a helpless state, and it looks like Kanye is at the verge of bankruptcy.
Almost all of the properties are in disrepair and disarray and just kind of crumbling. Malibu House, he can't sell.
Now that Kanye is under scrutiny, he's being called out for having red flags in his relationship. Recently, Julia Fox claimed that she noticed Kanye's alleged toxic traits while they were dating. She said, I think at the time there were definitely some red flags that I chose to turn a blind eye to because it was fun, exciting, and shiny. And, just new. It felt like a relief in the beginning. Oh, finally, someone else can take the reins. But I think it became unsustainable, and that's why the relationship only lasted a month. Well, although this is a dark spot on Kanye's reputation, the fans are not really surprised with the allegations. I find this so funny, she claims essay and inappropriate phone calls, but she does. She still sells that as for money. That's it for today. See you at the next one. Goodbye.